If I want to, I can. I can't be whipping out this camera, putting it up in people's face all the freaking time. We think ourselves out of opportunities. Welcome back to Vlogtober. It's Latricia Nicole. If you're new here, if you're not new here, welcome back. It's 7:53 a.m. one Sunday morning, and I'm about to cook Sunday dinner, which is gonna be something super simple today. So today we are just having baked chicken, spaghetti and cheese, and green beans. And spaghetti and cheese is literally just the same thing as macaroni and cheese. You just use spaghetti noodles instead of elbow noodles or whatever other kind of noodles you would use. I don't know if that's just a Louisiana thing or if that's a thing, but that's what I'm cooking. And I'm also doing a 2-for-1 today. So while I'm cooking this is going to be recorded for an episode of the Quick Dinner series. And then I think that's about it. I realized last night while I was filming the last vlog that I am getting like a little cold. So I'm actually gonna take some cold medicine once I put the chicken in the oven. And then later I'm gonna take the baby outside. Y'all know I can't say that out loud. So this might be a quick one, but nonetheless, I'm showing up. So I got my food on. The chicken is in the oven. The spaghetti and cheese is on the stove. The cheese is melting down, so I'm finishing that up. I'm about to make some green beans. I don't know why. I realized in filming videos that we literally have green beans like twice a week, but whatever. It is literally 9:21 in the morning. That'll be finished probably like in another 30 minutes. And then I'm going to take me some cold medicine, me and JC, because I see she's got like the sniffles too. And then I'm gonna watch church from bed. Church service starts at 10:15, so the food will be done by then. I mean, I tried something a little bit different with my coffee. Let me see if I like it before I tell y'all. I like it. I should have shown, but I can always do another video. But I added, not me saying when I added so that I can remember because my memory. I used white chocolate sauce, caramel sauce, sugar-free caramel syrup, vanilla syrup, and then I brewed the pod over it, and of course I added cold foam to the top. But I actually really like it. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet, and I can still taste the espresso. I just, whatever. I just got a notification that I got another package in the mail from, girl, I'm not going nowhere. I'm not right now anyway. But I got another package from Recess. I said in the I ordered the last order that I got. I actually paid for them, and then they just sent me. I got some more mood drinks, and then they just sent me some more of the mocktails. We love PR over here, baby. All right, so I'm headed to pick Ken up. She went out of town this weekend, and instead of her leaving the car at her friend's house, I dropped her off on Friday. So I left a few minutes earlier. I could see her location, but I'm about to stop and get me some ice cream. I think I'm gonna get a Sonic Blast. I was gonna get go in the store and get ice cream for the house, but instead of me going to the store, since I'm out and about, I'm about to selfishly go and treat myself to some ice cream. Me and Jesse rode earlier and went and picked Dylan up from my mom's house. Me, him, and the baby. You know, I told y'all earlier I was gonna take the baby outside today. However, it started sprinkling a little bit, like it was raining just a little bit, but look how cloudy it is. I know we not But look how cloudy it is. Like, I know we're not going outside today. I could very well let her go outside and we just sit on the patio. But JC, first of all, JC loves the rain. She loves water. She loves the rain. And rain is not going to stop her from leaving from under the patio. And she's not just going to sit under the patio. Like, she wants to go and get on the slide and everything. So when I get back home, if she hasn't had a nap, because sister needs a nap. But if she hasn't had a nap, then me and my husband just going to do some activities inside with her. Because she has a lot of energy. A lot. And I told y'all earlier that I was going to take some medicine and take a nap after I cooked. Because dinner was done at like 10:23. So I fixed my mom some food. I took my mom some food when I picked Dylan up from her. But because I went and picked Dylan up, I ended up not laying down to take a nap. That's not to say that, because by the time I make it back home, it's like 2:29 now. By the time I make it home, it'll probably be about 3:30. That's still time for me to take a nap, child. But anyways, since I've been doing Vlogtober, I've learned a few things about myself. Today is October the 5th, so we're 5 days in. First of all, if I want to, I can. So I'm only 5 days into Vlogtober, and it's telling me that I can push myself and do things that I felt like, oh, I didn't have time to do it, or I can't do that, or that's for whatever. And the other thing is, I said this in the vlog that would be up today. Tonight I was saying how I am seriously considering scaling back on TikTok and me posting. So I started doing Vlogmas last year, and I had told myself, oh, I can't do it with long form content, it's just too much. Mind you, at the time I had 2 vlogging cameras. But I said all of that to say, I convinced myself, oh, well, I'm not going to do it like the traditional way on YouTube. I'll do shorts on like TikTok or whatever, and then I feel short on doing it. Me doing Vlogtober almost kind of sort of is convincing me that TikTok is just not, I don't know how to say it, because I will say this. I have a couple partnerships where the contract is for me to post on TikTok, so I can't just abandon the platform altogether. I will say that. But I said this last night, me being able to get a brand deal on YouTube, I didn't think, and this is why sometimes we think ourselves out of opportunities. I honestly didn't think, just where my channel was, that anybody would ever inquire. First of all, let me say this. So this is how it typically works. For me, at least. Let me just only speak for me, because I'm nowhere near like a big creator. But I have most of my following is on TikTok. I have I think 15.9 thousand followers on TikTok, right? So let's just say I get an inbox in my email from a brand. It typically is, we recently discovered your TikTok, blah, 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 whatever. And so, first of all, you have to filter out which ones are a waste of time and which ones are genuine inquiries. That's number one. And there's some different ways to do that, but that's not what this is about. So I have received a few that, girl, I said I was going to order this ice cream from the mobile app, and here I am, ain't didn't order nothing from no mobile app, because I left home with no card, no nothing, and I don't think that you can do tap on well, I ain't even about to try to figure out if you could do it. All right, let me order me some ice cream. Anyways, so typically if you get something, it'll say like, we love whatever platform they found you on, or what'll eventually be where they want you to post, right? I have gotten a few for Instagram. However, me personally, my Instagram I've had since, forever. And so most of my Instagram is filled with people that I know or knew like in real life to some capacity. I'm not gonna cry about it. It is what it is. But the fact of the matter is that the people who really know you are going to support you the least. And what really confirmed that to me was my Facebook got hacked back in June. So I made the decision to start another Facebook page, reluctantly, of course. Started the Facebook page. Naturally, let's just say I think I have maybe like 100 and something friends on Facebook now with the new Facebook page. So naturally, those are people that to some degree know me for real, right? Child, I repost, I typically cross post my content, but I might see that mug might have, let's say I got 150 something friends on Facebook. I might have, let's just say 120 views on the post, no likes, no comments, no nothing. And so that just confirms to me what I already knew. So I said all of that to say I do post on Instagram, but I'm not like whatever. When all of the uncertainty started to come around the whole TikTok thing, that kind of made me like, okay, you know, whatever. But ultimately, I knew when I started vlogging, I've said this a million times, the reason I started vlogging is because of Kennedy. Kennedy really kind of grew on YouTube. So you get where I'm going with this, right? So anyways, so I had never received anything to promote on YouTube. What I have received, however, is like when I get a contract, they might ask, like, do you have any other platforms? And then typically I do get, like, okay, well, if you want to, how much would you charge to cross post? And then every time I've suggested a cross post to YouTube, I have received things like, just because of where my channel was as far as like growth, and I understood that, y'all, like probably a month or two ago, I received an inbox for a brand deal for YouTube. And I will say this, the initial amount that they offered me was so much that I thought it was some type of spam. That's number one. Hold on. But once I went through, found out that it was a legitimate request, went back and forth, actually had a Zoom call with the brand, and they confirmed the amount. I will say this, it is, at the time when I signed the contract and I accepted the brand, it was the most that I've made from a brand deal, more than I had made at that point on TikTok. So it was just confirmation for me, because I've said this a couple times. My ultimate goal has always been YouTube, not TikTok. Like, I'm thankful for TikTok. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying like, ew, TikTok. I'm not saying that, but I just know as far as longevity and what I'm trying to do, that's where the ultimate goal is. So I realized that I had to nurture that baby a little bit more than I had been. I don't even know how we started talking about this. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, there's that. Oh, because we were talking about Vlogtober. But I actually enjoy vlogging every day. I realized that when I was posting before Vlogtober, I was only, so I had just kind of gotten to the point where I was only posting a quick dinner. Girl, I was only posting a quick dinner series, so I would post twice a week on Tuesdays and Sundays. Now, I'm not saying after Vlogtober that, who blowing, Lord? I'm definitely not saying that I'll be posting every day after Vlogtober, but I know that I can post more than what I'm posting now. So the only thing about it, baby, I'm just talking, but it's cool. The only thing about it is, we were sitting down to eat last night, and my husband said, let's just sit down and have dinner together for once without the camera. So I do have to be mindful of that. I have always felt like I want to create content. That does not mean that my family wants to create content or even be in my content. And I have to respect that. Also, I still have to be mindful of the fact that I have a family, child. I can't be whipping out this camera, putting it up in people's face all the freaking time. And when he said it, I was like, I completely understood. Like even with Kennedy, Kennedy does her own vlogging. Kennedy does her own content. But Kennedy does not like to always be in my content. So I've had to learn how to respectfully ask before including them in my content. Even with JC. But I'm about to go and enjoy my ice cream and pick Kennedy up, and then I'm gonna head home. And so it's 6:43. I have had my shower and I realized I need to do dishes. Okay, so let me see if this is the same drinks that they send each time. So y'all can see it's the same. It's the same. The packaging is just different from what I had the last time. So I'll put these up later. But I have one from the last set that I had, and I'm about to mix this up. So I'm just adding a little bit of ice. This is the Island Spritz. And I'm gonna add a little splash of Milo's lemonade. And just a little bit of grenadine syrup. So pretty. Just because I'm extra, even though I'm only going to bed, I'm about to put the little top lid on it. You hand me a clear straw? Yeah, I don't like the green one. I don't like the green straws. That is such a good combo. But I'm about to go and enjoy the rest of my Sunday. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't already done so, make sure that you subscribe to my channel on your way out. That's it. That's all. Bye.